good, guys? Welcome back to the 7
on 7
podcast. And today we'll be talking about how society perceives jobs to be necessary in today's generation. So let's get started. This is the second episode. Hope you guys are enjoying the podcast so far, even though we are into the second episode. So, what is your take on jobs and how I think society makes jobs to seem necessary for kids, like in school too?
Well, I feel like jobs is just like, a lot of people think jobs is really, having a job is like you having, let's just say, motion. Like you doing something. Like having a job no, think about it though. Having a job is like you having motion or you having something to do go on in your life.
Mm-hmm.
But it's really like jobs. Honestly, nobody would have a job if they wasn't paying. It's like everybody just rushes to get a job. Nobody wants to start stuff for themselves, and it's really stuff like that that's really,
for sure. I think even as youngins, like in primary school, they're also talking about, okay, what do you want your careers to be? Because out of school, you're doing more work. I think it's been programmed in everyone to think, all right, you grow up to get a job. Like, you don't even grow up to get your own things, or they don't teach you how to. I don't think I think I have been taught about taxes, but they don't teach you very like step by step how to get your own things. And I think that's the problem with it, because the first thing is, okay, get a job. What type of job do you want? What type of career do you want? It's barely even, all right, do you want to start your own thing? Or do you want to build your life around your own company? So I think jobs, if you have a job, you're doing something in life.
Yeah.
And that's sad. That's terrible.
Yeah, like even the parents push jobs on kids at like a young age, probably like 15. You need to get a job. I'm pretty sure some parents said that to their kids before. But
numerous times.
Yeah, it's never like you need to get your own job, start your own thing, or like learn something on your own. Everybody think just get a job.
I think that's also the main thing though. You're under someone else's business.
Yeah.
I don't think parents really look at it like that. Like you're basically still a child. It's almost like parenting, if you will look at it. Like, but you said, just little things different. But it's almost like parenting. You still the highest person in the house.
Yeah.
Ordering your kid to do things for them to grow. But at the job, it's like, no, you just do it. Regardless if you like it or not. It's the same thing with parents. It's kind of terrible. Yeah. Like, why not push the whole narrative of like, all right, you can work step by step to get your own things. You can do a job. You can work step by step to get your own things. You're under somebody else's company.
Yeah, but nobody really knows that.
I don't think anyone was taught that.
They don't think that, like, you working for somebody else to give them money, and they get a bigger paycheck than you. It's because they're the boss, but you barely get anything, and it's like,
everyone's the boss.
Yeah, and it's like, then like you struggling, now you got a job, you probably end up getting a second job, 2 jobs, but who wants to work 2 jobs? That's a lot of energy, a lot of time into that. Mm-hmm. But it's like, but you gonna have to put that same like energy into creating your own job and dedication.
Yeah, so, but I think, sorry to cut you off, but I think people think that it's harder to create your own things than it is to do a job.
Yeah, but like you can still do it. Like if you really put your mind to it, you can do it. It's really it just take a lot of time. It's just a lot of your time. But yeah, it's stuff like that.
Our generation's attention span is very low. They do one thing, they want to go to the next thing, and they didn't even finish their first project.
Yeah. So it's not really focused.
Yeah, plus I think our whole generation today is like scared of working. Like scared of doing anything to benefit them in the end. They're like, okay, I gotta put my time and effort and sweat and tears into this. I don't think I want to do that. I feel like back in the day it was probably like, I have to do this regardless if I like it or not.
Yeah.
Today you have the choice to literally do nothing Like you have TikTok, you get paid off TikTok, you get paid off Instagram. You be an IG model and get money. Be TikToker, get money. So why would I work towards something that's beneficial for my kids?
They don't even want jobs no more. They try to get stuff the easy way, like scamming or something.
Exactly. They want the shortcut to everything. So building your own business isn't necessarily in our generation's head.
Yeah.
Let alone their parents teaching them that. Because I don't know, parents grew up, they had jobs. Dude, I don't know.
Yeah, but it's like even like scamming and stuff like that. If you like, they want money quick. So if you even when you get money quick, it's always it's gonna end bad at the end. Like you might be getting some money quick, but notice all the quick ways to get money is like bad ways. Like you can end up bad. Like you end up bad. You know what I mean?
I bet.
Like yeah, like it's a crime. So
it's
like,
illegal.
Yeah, but yeah.
It's just I don't know. Because yet again, if you have a job, people perceive you to be better. Like it's another thing with how the world treats you when you have what the government built around to be good. You know what I mean? If the government says if you have a job, you pay your taxes every day, you're a citizen, you're a great person. Versus somebody who don't have a job and live at home, they're like, okay, you're lazy, you don't do this, you don't do that. Even though just because you have a job, it doesn't mean you're more intelligent than a person who doesn't. Yeah, that's why I say around the whole, like, how people look at you.
Yeah, you could be lazy at a job too. Like,
exactly. Like, you could be sweeping floors every day at McDonald's.
Yeah.
That don't mean you're more intelligent.
For like a low cut. But like, you're not getting nothing really, out of it. You're really just helping the owners of it. It's really, so they try to manipulate you into working a job. Like your family, like the things around you try to tell you get a job. You probably even heard get a job all your life, even in school, by teachers, even by kids. Like you ain't got no job, like they'll probably be like, you 17 without no job, you 18 without no job, stuff like that. But and your parents also tell you to move out. A lot of parents tell you to move out at a young age.
I think stuff like that should just be taken slow, especially in like the job and moving out era of your life growing up. It should be taken slow because not everybody is at the mental capacity to leave the nest. So it's like you put in more on yourself by rushing yourself to move out. Feeling the like rush, okay, my parents want me to move out. I shouldn't be moving out at this time. I shouldn't be like 19 living at home. It's never a rush because I mean it's kind of beneficial to the kid anyways. But I feel like there is a point in time where it comes you should, alright, what age do you think a person should move out of their parents' house?
I mean, you can't be in there more than, if you like 21.
I say 20.
I think 20 is probably like your end. That's
20,
end.
20 is pushing it.
Yeah, but like if you're in like 23, 24, it's clearly a problem.
Yeah, and I think it's not a problem because like you living at home. That's what you gotta do.
Yeah. Then.
But yet again, I feel like like at that age you supposed to have your own things. Like to grow even as a person to, and I feel like you do that at your parents' house. But same thing is about it is it's a little more difficult because it's gonna be even harder for you to get out.
Yeah.
If I'm living at my parents' house my entire life, it's gonna be harder because I'm just gonna keep pushing it back. I'm just gonna keep being like, man, I don't really have to go out. And then you're like lazy. That's what kind of makes you lazy.
Yeah.
At that point.
Yeah, it really does make you lazy. If you in your parents' house at like 25, 30, you don't want to be getting told by your mama. Let's be real. You don't want to be told by your mama or your dad, like to what to do. Well, not like that, but you know what I mean. What to do at 30? Like they still treat you like a kid.
Yeah, that's kind of embarrassing. But your parents, yeah. And plus, what are you doing at 24, 25 to be still living at your mama's house, your mama and your daddy house, at that?
Like people try to find like a lot of people. I feel like the worst way you can really end up like that is like trying to be a rapper.
That's Levi.
Who are you? Trying to be like a rapper or something. Like,
what you mean?
You know, I feel like being a rapper is probably one of the hardest things to get into, or a sport. Like, you know,
like for
it's a lot of people.
Cause of you,
yeah, it's just a lot of people doing it. So it's like it's the hard for you for it to become successful. Then a lot of other things are making your own business or making like
it's
your own stuff.
Yeah.
Something you can create create or experiment. You know, I feel like that's the. I feel like if you everybody got like that little spark in them. So it's like something you could really do, but you probably don't even know you can do it yet. So I feel like they don't like try to look for their purpose. You know what I mean?
But I also feel like something like that, anything you do, when you really want to do it with like everything in you, and that's something you really want to do, it still requires the time and effort, regardless. Like it could be you wanting to be in the NBA, that requires time.
Yeah.
You wanting to be an artist, you wanting to be anything in the world, I think that requires time alone. But I don't think that's just I don't think it's bound to just be one certain category. Yeah. Is what I think I'm trying to say. But I mean, yet again, living at your parents' house, no job, I think everyone's going to look at you different. I think it's certain categories you have to look at, because from one standpoint, you could be in like college and with a job, and they look at you as productive. And then another standpoint is you could be, I don't know, just have a job. That's it.
Yeah.
So it's like you could really like balance it out, what it looks like, because sometimes it's necessary to have a job at points. But you need money somehow. You don't, you know. But it's just the way society goes about jobs themselves is that they're so important and that kids need them. Mm-hmm. You know, kids. Okay, like a mom will tell her daughter, get a job to help me with the bills. That's alone is allowing your daughter to grow up fast. Mm-hmm. You know, because you who has at 15, 16, 17 the mental stability to focus on school and a job? You have to be really strong. And I will say this, our generation is not strong at all. They are very sensitive and they really crack over anything. I don't know who hurt them. Nobody. Like, it's just so, and no one holds anyone accountable for it. So it's like, for our generation to get a job and do school, they are going to go through a lot of bumps in the road.
Of course.
But it's just, that's what I'm saying, because like, sometimes it's like, it's necessary for a job.
They're just not used to it.
Exactly.
Like, they have everything like handed to them
for sure.
At a young age. So it's like, then it's like, if you say you get everything handed to you at a young age, then you gotta really work for yourself. You're not used to that, and you really like. That's why I feel like they're emotional for real.
Really?
Yeah, like I feel like it's because they just not used to doing stuff themselves. You know.
Mhm. I think it's more so they're sensitive because majority of our generation's parents try to be their friends and not their parents. Mhm. But yeah, like I think it's literally, oh, what's wrong? Oh, are you depressed? Oh, I'm so sorry. Like it's just this thing. They just try to pat them on the back instead of being like, you're not depressed. You're just doing too much. You want attention. Mm-hmm. Most of the time, our generation cry and boo-hoo because they want attention. Literally, they want somebody to swaddle them And that's sad. Because when it comes down to real life problems, they're not going to know what to do. Stop. Stop. Leo, stop. Jesus. Anyways, but yeah, like I just think, like I said this in the last podcast, our generation, parents want them to be their friends.
Yeah.
Like all the time. Like I've witnessed it in like public. Like I can go maybe to the mall, to the movies, or just be out with my family, and I might peep something. This like a child acting out, and I'm like, oh, okay, do you want this? Do you want that? Oh, you want candy? What do you want? I was never like, we was both not raised like that. Our parents did not care about now crying or boo-hooing because they knew it was for attention. Mm-hmm. It's like kids testing you, and as a kid, that's what you did. You wanted to see who was bigger.
Yeah, and a lot of kids try to manipulate their parents at like 5, 4, like they try to do that young, and the parents is like they dumb enough to fall for it.
Pretty much.
Yeah, like they just want everything their way.
And growing up that way is gonna cause a lot of problems. If as a kid you understand you can manipulate your mother and your father to get whatever you want, it is going to be a struggle for you. A major struggle, especially when you hit the like teenage era where they want to be like rebellious, they want to go do things, and it's just like, well, I know I can manipulate my mom, I know I can manipulate my dad, and I'm gonna do whatever I want.
Yeah, like leave the house.
Exactly, it gets terrible. So then you grow up, get everything you want. Your parents want you to get a job. It's just so much you're doing to have your kids grow up so fast, and it's just bad. Especially when it's circularized around jobs. Like, imagine you getting a job right now. I mean, I'm not saying I couldn't handle it, but like, it's a lot on my plate. Especially as a kid, too young. You, would you get a job right now?
Right now?
Mm-hmm.
I don't need a job right now. I could get a job right now, but I don't need a job. Like, I don't need one right now. I'm not really in a... Probably when I go to college, yeah. Mm-hmm. So sometime, I think next year, at the beginning of next year, or the end of this year, I might get a job. But right now, I don't need a job. So it's like, yeah, I just don't need a job. Yeah. Like, it's just simple fact. Some people like need a job. You know, if you really need it, you know, you got.
Okay, do you want a job?
It's okay. Realistically, if I really don't want to work in a 9 to 5. That's just me personally. I don't want to work a 9 to 5. I want to start my own thing, but I know it's not gonna be that quick.
Exactly. There's a lot that.
I mean, anything happen. I got faith for real. So.
But how are you gonna fund for your business?
Yeah, you exactly.
That's what I was saying. Because at some point in time, whether you build it or not, you gotta fund it somehow.
But yeah, but if it was up to me, I wouldn't work a 9 to 5. But to do what I really want to do, yeah, I would. But,
yeah.
But right now, I don't need a 9 to 5. I don't need a job.
Like, what's the job you would just not do?
The job I wouldn't just do. Anything school, being a janitor.
Being a janitor?
Yeah.
Why would you?
I don't even like fast food.
No, okay, I think that'll make me sick. For real. Like, to be around food, wanting the same food.
Yeah.
Oh, that would make me nauseous.
Yeah, it's nasty. I wouldn't even eat there no more.
I think the most simple job I would do is like restack clothes at like Forever 21 or H&M or something. That's like the most
like something
simple.
with like fashion. Like
Yeah, even
I probably
then.
have a job. I would probably want a job like that.
Yeah.
Like I don't like fast food places. I don't like how they really make you dress. I feel like I like jobs that make you dress free.
Like free-spirited jobs.
Yeah,
They kind of give you a little more.
Yeah, like because at fast food places you gotta wear the whole McDonald's outfit with the little virus on your head.
No, cause for real though, you gotta wear like a collared shirt and then some slacks and then rain boots. I don't think that's my thing.
Yeah, it's not.
At all. Yeah, no. I couldn't do it. Even
What job would you work?
What job would I work? I think I would love to do like a internship, but it depends on those, cause you might not get paid for one, right?
On an internship?
Yeah. Or do you might? I think it depends on what you do. But if it was something simple, I would probably work at like H&M or like. I don't really like being around a lot of smells. So like any store place, maybe even.
Would you work Bath and Body?
Heck yeah. I would definitely. Oh my God, that's my first. Actually, yeah, that's what I'm.
Yeah, I feel like you would work at Bath and Body.
Yeah, 'cause that's cool. That's easy. I love smelling candles. Okay, yeah, I take that back. I work at Bath and Body, or like a fashion business, maybe even a little business, maybe even like something around the way.
Just like coming up.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think that's cool. It's something I'm gonna have to do at some point. So yeah. But would I choose to do a job? Not really. I don't feel like it's necessary in my life. But it is. So.
Yeah, just not right now.
Yeah, not
you good right now.
We know I'm.
Okay.
I'm not working a job. But besides the point, yeah, I kind of feel like it's necessary at some point in your life. Yeah. And even then, when you get your own business, that's still a job. You just run it.
But nobody really want to work a job. If jobs didn't have money, nobody would work them. Nobody wants to get up every day at
That's very true.
6 o'clock in the morning to get ready for a job. People be exhausted. People be tired. That's why you
From
get home
what?
and go straight to sleep. To the job. Just being around all them energies all day, all the people. Yeah. Like that's just say you got anxiety or something. Yeah, that's just draining. I will be drained.
Yeah, and then also like people just pushing it on you alone.
Yeah, it's just now you got stress on top of anxiety. And you getting drained, you around low vibrations all day.
Pretty much.
So
that's
probably why people be depressed. I feel like you really gotta fight through stuff like that. That's probably why people be sad.
Not a lot of people can take that.
Yeah.
And I don't think they understand how draining a job really can be. Especially if it's something you have to do. When it's something you have to do, you don't come into the job with the best mentality. But when it's something you want to do, if I want to be a doctor and I go be a nurse at a little local hospital, that's something I enjoy doing. I enjoy helping kids or adults or something. But when you do something just to have to do it, like I have to get this money, I'm going to go work at Popeyes, it's so draining.
Yeah.
Because you don't want to be there to begin with. So you're just there to get the money and then it's draining. It leaves you with like a drought, you know, like I gotta wake up every day at 5 in the morning, 4 in the morning, it depends, and then go to a job I don't even want to be at. I don't even want to be around people.
Yeah.
That's terrible. And to think that parents even push it on you.
Then the people at the job, they be talking to you. You know, some people, they be talking to you about a whole lot of nothing.
Whole lot of nothing. I think this is terrible.
Yeah, everybody want to be your friend at a job. Everybody want to be your friend or something. Say.
Or the drama, it depends.
Yeah, exactly. That's what I was just gonna say. Say it was just drama. You wouldn't want to be around that. So.
I feel like at jobs you kind of gotta fight for your spot a lot. Or like It could be somebody else trying to do better
Oh,
than you.
yeah,
Like, it's
yeah.
definitely a competition.
Yeah.
Because nobody
Some
want to
people
see
like that.
you
Some
win.
people like that. Yeah.
Like, I feel like in this world, nobody owe you anything. So why would they want to see you win? Y'all are just co-workers.
Yeah.
So it's definitely like, G. You know what I mean?
When I get a job at some point, I'm minding my business. I know people are trying to talk to me. I'm
you
not
can be
gonna say much to
cool.
nobody.
You
Yeah,
be
I'm
cordial.
gonna be that person. Besides this job, y'all don't know me for real. So I'm not gonna open up to
Good
y'all.
point.
I don't know y'all.
For
So
real. People really go to work and literally be friending
yeah, being friends with somebody you work with.
is terrible because one, all you do is play. There's not any seriousness there when it comes down to the job. It's like, okay, is she really gonna go tell my manager that I was laughing? No, we're friends. We're not friends. We're not. Because besides this job, will we ever speak to each other?
Exactly.
Big picture. Big picture behind everything. But as well as like society, as how society views jobs, you're high value if you have a job. Especially if someone's like, okay, what do you have going on? Well, I work. I mean, I go to school. That person think they cool. They think, oh, I'm doing the most. I'm a great person because you work and you go to school.
Yeah.
Doing normal adult things.
Exactly. Those are regular things.
You're not out of the ordinary.
Yeah. You're not outside of the box for real. You inside the box, but
Basic.
yeah, that's it.
You know, and I think honestly we should look at jobs a little different. If you get a job, if you don't have to get a job, then don't get one. And if you think you're mentally ready for a job, by all means. But other than parents pushing jobs on you, that should really stop. Because does your kid really want to wake up? Does your kid have the time to do that? You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And on top of our generation being sensitive, it's terrible. Terrible mix, terrible combo. But I think that should wrap up about today's episode with the 7
On 7
podcast. I'm Audrey. If y'all don't know, I feel like I haven't introduced myself. I'm Audrey.
And I'm RJ.
And this is 707 podcast. I hope y'all enjoyed today's
George.
episode. I hope y'all enjoyed today's episode about how society perceives jobs to be important and necessary in young adults' lives, especially in our generation. We've heard it numerous times ourselves, and how they look at them. How do you feel our take was? Do you feel like it was factual? Do you like,
Yeah, do you feel like you can relate?
you know?